back to our YouTube video channel.
Hi, my name's Laura.
Naomi.
This is my daughter, Naomi. We are here to do Top 5 Wednesday, and the topic for this week is 5 books that you wanted to read in 2017 but never got to. So these are a top priority. So I have 5 books. Naomi has 5 books, and we're going to go back and forth and share with you. They're in no particular order. We just picked 5 books off our shelves that we haven't read yet.
My books are hidden on the floor because I don't want her to see them.
She doesn't want me to see them. So,
and they're all on her bookshelf, just saying that.
Okay, so here we go. I will start with my first book. The first book I picked out was one that I had on my nightstand. I wanted to read this one, but I just never got to it. I even have a bookmark in here. And the book that I didn't get to was Anne of Green Gables. It's a really old story, classic, and I just never read it, and I wanted to read it. So, yeah, so that's my first book. Okay.
Okay. My first book is The Maze Runner.
The Maze Runner? I read that one already. And we also watched the movie.
Wait, this is on your shelf, your bookshelf that you already read, so. All these books she's read before, I think.
Oh.
Okay.
I should have picked that one first. Because I have that one right here. Here's
wait.
Book 3.
Wait.
And I want to read this one before the movie comes out.
But this is...
yeah.
It's my turn.
I know it's your turn.
Wait for your turn.
I know.
Okay, so...
All right, so why do you want to read the
before
Maze
that
Runner?
rude interruption.
Sorry.
I'm joking. That wasn't that rude, but still.
Why do you want to read the Maze Runner?
Okay, so we watched the movie like 2 years ago. So like 2015, I think. And so I've always wanted to read this book, but I've never read it. But someone attempted to read it.
Oh, yeah, I read it. I read book 1 and book 2. And we went to go see the
bookshelf.
movie.
Oh.
And now, book 3, the movie's coming out the end of this month. So, yeah, I should have picked this one as my first
So is that
one.
your other book?
So this is my book 6, okay? So, book 6, okay? Okay. Sorry about that.
She had so much books. She
didn't tell me. She didn't tell me what she picked out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so here we go. Here's my book number 2, actually. Book number 2 is a part of my series. This is book 5. I never got to it. I own 5, 6, and 7. So the book that I didn't get to yet was Burn by Helen Hart. This is a new adult book, so of course Naomi can't read these. But I wanted to read this one and never got to it. So this is book 5, and as I said, I own 5, 6, and 7.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Don't look.
Okay, I'm not looking. What's your book number 2?
Okay.
Quick.
By the way, all these books have movies. Just saying. Right, okay. Shh. Shh. Okay.
Oh, Daisy wants to come.
1 second. Okay.
She wants to be in the video.
So, my second book is the book Divergent. So, I've watched this movie also like 2 years ago, but I've never read the book, and so I think all of the people watching have read most of these books, but I've never gotten around to reading them because I've already watched the movie, and so there's really no point because I already know what's going to happen. But still, I want to read the book, so. And I never got to it.
Divergent was my favorite book in 2014. I loved the first book, but the second 2 books were not that great. Yeah, but I really loved the first book. And the movie was okay.
I'm going to hold up her next book because she's holding the
Okay, my next book is going to be the second book to Lauren Oliver. This is the second one. I bought it. Yep.
Oh, wait, not all of mine has movies.
Oh.
One of them doesn't.
So this is the second book, and I think Naomi picked the first book.
I'll get to that then. Since
Go ahead, show.
Since she's already done her thing. So,
okay, the first book is called Replica.
Yeah, so I've wanted to read this since like I think April of last year, but that's because my mom recommended it and she got the other book. So she's like, "Oh, you should read that book." But I started it. I didn't actually start it. I was going to, and it was on my nightstand, but I never actually read the book. So
yeah. So the way that book is written, it's written in 2 point of views. and you had to flip the book back and forth, which
So
was
it's two
really,
different books,
really
basically.
interesting. The way I read it was I read chapter 1 on one side, then they flipped over the book and read chapter 1 on the other side, because it's the same exact story but told by somebody else. So the second book is told the same exact way, and it reminds me of Stranger Things. So
Yeah, if you know that, you should watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, if you watch Netflix Stranger Things, it reminds me of the, what is it, 11?
Yeah. This is not
So,
sponsored by
Yeah,
Stranger Things.
she didn't make it by Stranger Things, but it totally reminds me of Stranger Things with the person 11. Okay,
Alright, next
so
book?
am I the next book? My next book is this one, Winter's Crime. I've heard amazing things about this trilogy, and I want to read and start it. I think I own both. I own book 1 and book 2. I thought I ordered book 3, but I didn't get it. So, yeah, but I want to start that one. I'm hoping I like it.
Okay, my next book.
We're up to number 4.
Okay. My next book is Twilight.
Oh.
There's also a movie, but my friend, I'm not going to say her name, but reads super fast. Like, she reads like a book in 2 days. But she read that book super fast, and she also watched the movie, and she's like, well, you should read that book. But I was going to read it, but I was also in the middle of reading Shatter Me, so I wasn't going to just, like, drop the book and then read this one, because I didn't finish the series. So I'll probably read it in 2018.
A lot of people don't like Twilight, but it was one of my favorites. It got me back into reading. So, yeah. Okay, my last book is the last book of Harry Potter. Of course, I wanted to read Harry Potter 6 and 7 for the year 2017. I just never got around to it. I just finished book number 6, so my last book is number 7. So hopefully I'll read it in 2018. She has one more book.
Okay, my last book is also a movie that we watched, like, I think last year. And it's The Fifth Wave. And so, I didn't really know about this book until we watched the movie, and then it was like, well, I should have read the book before the movie, because now I already knew what happens, but still.
Daisy wants to get down.
I wanted to read the book, because it's popular.
Daisy wants to get down.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the end of our books.
All right, so those are the 5 books, and I have an extra one somehow. Here we
These
go.
are my books.
Yeah, so that was fun.
So,
thank you for watching. Like, subscribe,
and comment.
and comment. Daisy wants you to comment. Thank
Okay,
you for watching.
Bye.
All right, bye.